I can't really explain. However, yeah, I can see where both of Nomad and Fear are coming from. On one side, you have a draft that kind of looks easier to execute, honestly, and that's the Feltz draft. Like, you have this DP Lycan, just run over them after the laning stage. It looks easy.
Good luck's being handed out. Good luck, Victor. Good luck, have fun, Luke Wang.
Good luck, Matthew.
Good luck, Matthew.
Good luck, MLP.
Thank you. Shout out to
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Santos. Who's
and
Pascal?
him as well. Who's Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, who's that?
It's my crush.
Thank you for that, Lizard. Moving on. Game number 1. Nouns versus Felt. Seems like Fear believed the Felt draft was better, but obviously in terms of teams, I'm sure he kind of leans the way of Nouns. You were saying, I mean, your brain may not be working, Lizard, but I'm sure you've got an opinion.
Yeah, like the DPSF lineup with the Lycan seems easier to play, like easier to execute. The thing is, in the current meta, like having this Lycan offlane and DP mid into the Ember with the silence, you can itemize into an ATOS, something like that, and you're happy with it. However, at the same time, I feel like Nouns will execute this game a little bit better, right? Like it's like that last game. On one side, you have no carry, you have everyone switching up roles, but they're still executing way better, so it doesn't really matter. DogChamp still loses.
Execution is game for DogChamp. Hey, DogChamp, their series is over. That's enough, Lizard. They've had enough.
It's still haunting me. Still haunting me. But when it comes to Nouns, like Mu, eventually I feel like he wins this game. He's the Enigma, right? Like, he's uncontested. You can't deal with him. So
yeah,
eventually, if he finds all his farm, the Black Holes will win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we should start with the mid lane at the very least for now. You've got this Ember Spirit versus Death Prophet matchup. Kits playing something a little bit different. Like, we're used to seeing him on Ember or mostly Pango. DP versus Ember, do you think he has an advantage in the matchup?
Oh, for sure he should have. Like, this is a matchup in which DP should do quite all right. Let's put it this way, if you do see kills, they should happen for the DP.
Top lane, of course, you're going to have Hidden Mune and Albino Zebra. They're going to be against Lelis, who's currently dealing with a creep wave in the Dire Jungle, and Mu on the Enigma, like you kind of mentioned, as Lelis. Well, this is a very interesting scenario now for Lelis.
Yeah, he's got Undying on his back.
Hidden Mune would love the double raises, but...
And an SF now, yeah.
Can't quite get it. Almost baiting him to try and put a sentry on that high ground, I think. Lelis will stick around, he'll be just fine. And while we're at it, we'll talk about the bot lane as well. You're going to have, of course, Solji on that Mirana. He'll be there along with Fade on the Lycan. And you're going to have Husky on the POS 5 Ench and Yamsun on that position 1 Night Stalker.
Yep.
Are you a POS 1 Night Stalker believer?
I am, but this lane is sort of a lane in which Mirana, Solji, he doesn't have to do a lot. Like, he can just farm the jungle, honestly, stack up. As long as Enchantress isn't in the lane, as long as the camps are blocked from Husky, Lycan can solo this.
Thank you very much for that, Lizard. By the way, I do have some insider info as well, which I will share. Neff has advised me that Coach Astini, apparently his prep for this matchup, in fact, Mu, is going to go down. Very nice pick up there from Hidden Mune. First blood to go the way of Felt, so happy days for them already. Apparently the match prep was Coach putting in food photos and muting himself in Discord. So that was their prep, just taking photos of food and sending it through Discord. Did not say a word. Nouns asked me to flame the coach, but I would never. He's a great coach, Astini. But that was their match prep for today.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty solid prep. I don't know what you want.
I think he had sushi as well, if that makes a difference.
The coach had sushi.
Correct. Not the players. The players will starve until they win.
I mean, that's a pretty good prep.
Yeah.
Like, you starve them until they win the match. If nothing, it's a really good goal to play for, right?
Exactly right. Albino, bit of danger, going to be okay.
It should be fine. Like, these lanes are kind of a resident sleeper, really. Like, the top lane is probably the most volatile one. On the bottom lane, Lycan shouldn't be dying, and you shouldn't have real kill potential on either of these sides, unless someone really is out of control. And the mid lane as well. The DP just chilling,
Yes,
not really pressured. Kids He's having a decent time, but so is Ember. Like, he's finding farm. He's pressured a bit more, sure, but he's finding his levels and farm.
Yeah, he certainly is. It's kind of Ember Spirit. Like, this is a classic for the man. He knows what he's doing. One of my favorites to watch him on at the very least, but definitely a great start for Phil. Like, Kit's having this great mid lane, obviously going to feel really nice as a Death Prophet. Not that the hero really loses lane very often, but you know, a good start is a good start. It's 0-1, 4 minutes in.
The prize is mine.
Hiddenmune's also having an extremely good start. Like, we saw the first blood coming out earlier from the SF, but in terms of CS, he's not really being as contested as you would hope. Like, there's 8 denies on Mu right now, which is nice.
Yeah, he's got some Eidolons there, but he's still having a really good time on the lane.
Yeah.
Like, the Undying has completely zoned out Enigma so far in the game. And they're looking to perhaps go for Mu. But he's aware, you see the wave. Cheeky little wave on Enigma.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a cheeky man. Double raises, though. They might try to punish him for that. They won't. He'll be able to walk away. Lelis, make sure they're kind of zoned down in the meantime. But, oh, nice glimpse back. Albino. The problem is he does have Tombstone up and he has that level 2 decay, so chances are the turn potential is always there for Albino Zebra.
Yeah, nighttime bottom lane Fade is dropping low, but probably might fall actually.
Arrow, that will zone him out, but Yamsun, he wants to dive. Fade, not going to be safe, is going to go down underneath his tier 1 tower. That's the old beauty of the Night Stalker. Once you see that nighttime pop up, you're a very happy hero.
Surprised he didn't try to go for Mirana, because he had a lot of stick charges there. The Void was coming off cooldown, but there was a raindrop. He noticed it, so probably better not to try and kill Mirana under the tower. This top lane, by the way, with the glimpses that you called out a little bit earlier is interesting, because you just glimpse into Enigma with a bunch of Eidolons and you right-click heroes down.
Yeah.
But as the lane didn't really start off well, they missed that opportunity.
Mid lane, a bit of an arrow attempt here from Solji, not really going to pan out.
Oh, it was for the catapult, I feel like.
Never mind. Gunner. Not going to be able to take any runes. The haste rune was picked up by Solji on the bottom lane, and yeah, it was for the siege creep. They do pop the Exo here mid lane. A big group up here from the side of Felt. You love to see this, trying to find a very early mid tier 1 tower.
Bottom lane Lycan is dying, actually.
Fade, he's going to drop. Another great kill for Yamsun, but
Top
I think
lane as
you've
well.
got to try and address the mid as top lane. They lose Hiddenmune. Okay, maybe you don't have to address the mid lane. If everyone else is just dying across the map.
Action everywhere. You're like, they need to answer to this. And I'm like, top lane, bottom lane, jungle. Everyone dying. But they are losing a tier 1 mid. So you do get some kills on the side lanes on both of those cores. But you just have lost tier 1 tower 7 minutes in. And this is a scary lineup that you're playing up against if they start taking your objectives early on.
That's my thing. Like, do you not care as Nouns to lose that mid tier 1? Because it just opens up the map now for Phil.
Well, there's no one on your side that utilizes the triangle that much.
Okay.
So for me, tier 1 on mid lane is also very important when it comes to protecting that area. There's no one farming that on your side, so maybe it's not as big, but you never like losing mid tier 1 early on. Like this early on, it's never cool.
Oh, we are going to have a few Discord issues here for Albino Zebra. Hopefully that gets sorted out. Maybe
I
it's...
I thought that he disconnected, like this, disconnected. But okay, yeah, it should be Discord. You're
I mean,
right.
it could be either. You know, maybe he's disconnected from Discord. There you go. Discord kicked me out randomly.
Disconnected, kicked his random.
That might be Astini. Astini might be in there just posting photos again of his food. So you never know.
Yeah, the server fell apart. Too many,
Too much sushi.
too many pics.
No? Chased down by Albino. Kids is also around, so they are going to try for the life of the Enigma. But nice little glimpse back there from Lelis and Mu. Immediately voice lining the Death Prophet. Meanwhile, bottom lane Fade's in huge trouble. Fade is gone. This time Husky to take the kill. And this is such a tough lane. Like, against Ench and Night Stalker, it just feels like this Lycan could do nothing.
I feel that the moment the knight hit, he needed to be way more careful. By the way, he's still going for the Dominator.
Oh, against the Night Stalker.
Yep.
Okay.
I've seen, what was it, like a Beastmaster even switch up for Greaves. But I guess when you're a Lycan, you kind of have to go for this build. Just, you have to understand that all of his creeps that he's dominating will be eaten instantly by the Night Stalker.
You know what would have solved that, Lizard?
Mm-hmm.
If Necrobook was in the game. That's what would have solved everything. But nonetheless, we don't have it anymore. So
It would have solved that, but it would have brought many old problems.
They weren't problems to me, Lizard. They were blessings.
Happy little blessings, yeah?
That's what I called them.
Bottom lane Mirana, okay, he does manage to leap out.
Top lane, Albino. Bit of a chase here from Lelis. You do have the glimpse back. Moo's going to set up for this one, and Albino really has no way out, I don't think. He'll try to use the sick charges, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. He's gone.
He actually was popping Tombstone as well. Almost popped a Tombstone. That wouldn't have really done much, as you don't have any follow-up control, which is something that panel has talked about. They don't get many things right, but they were right about that one. The control on Felt isn't really substantial, right? Like, what do you have? You have an arrow and that's it. So getting kills isn't that easy.
Jump in. Solji, very close to dying, and they are going to find him. The clap does miss, but it won't matter.
Yeah, top lane.
I mean, this is starting to become real dominant from the side of Nouns. It's 6-1, and both side lanes are being forced in. And I suppose this is kind of the thing. They're like, yeah, okay, you got our mid-tier 1 tower. Enjoy.
Yeah.
We'll find every other tower.
I was thinking maybe they will dive the SF, but okay. Instead, he TP's mid. He was safe enough, playing it safe enough to just TP away.
Yeah. The only saving grace right now as well for Felt is Kits. Like, he's top of the net worth board, but you look at the rest of the calls on the side of Felt, they're falling a little bit behind, which is not exactly what you want to see, especially for that Lycan, who kind of needs to set a tempo on this game.
They are TPing bottom. They actually want to defend this. No nighttime, though.
It's a rough defense. Moo's going to show up. You have got Black Hole. He'll commit it immediately. No hesitation. And this goes back to the free game he has. Kits, though, he's still going to fight back. He gets the siphons off, but it's not enough. He's down. Maybe they can at least trade Moo's life away, and they will find him. Yamsun sticking around here with a Dark Ascension, giving the vision to his team, but he can't really reinitiate. He's too low, or maybe he can. He'll try onto Albino Zebra. Meanwhile, Husky does go down, and now a nice arrow. Solji landing onto the Night Stalker. They will still find the tier 1 tower here on the side of Felt. And I think overall you call that a win.
Yeah, with all of this craziness, 3 for 3 plus you take a tower. If you're Felt, I think you're fine with it. Like Lycan obviously survives, he gets a kill. You get a kill on the carry Night Stalker, who should be farming. Who's actually building a Radiance, by the way. Like that's his item build, which is something that I have seen in Europe. Like that's what they do. Overall, a win for Felt.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like, considering the state of the game, for you to actually pull off that team fight is... I think it was Yamsun coming back in and getting arrowed from Soldier that kind of made it go their way.
Seal the deal.
Yeah. Lelis. The Soldier's going to kind of stalk him here with the Moonlight Shadow. Help is incoming from Hidden Mune. You've also got Albino Zebra showing up, so Lelis should just be dead.
What a love triangle there.
That's one way to die. Mid lane, there is going to be a chains on Kits, but no real follow-up to it. They're just going to have to back off. I think you always kind of have to wait for Dark Ascension before you can go for any kind of big pickoffs anyway, so...
They don't have a ton of damage on Nouns. That's definitely true. Like, all their damage is kind of poke and prod until Night Stalker becomes really big. So taking these fights head-on, not that easy if the Tombstone isn't killed instantly.
Well, here comes Gunnar. There's a creep wave over on the Ember. He's going to run into Hidden Mune here on the SF. Not going to try and interact too much, though. He might steal the creep away. I think that's exactly what he wants. And Gunnar will do it. He'll just take the creep from Hidden Mune. That's mine, thank you very much.
He's got regen as well, so...
Oh, of course he does.
He's gonna go run back in with the Disruptor.
Oh, it's so unexpected. Hidden Mune would not expect this to happen. Jump in with the Static Storm. That is unfortunate for the SF, but he's man-fighting. He's trying to fight back, but he still will go down. Lelis will take the kill. They will at least find a stun with the Disruptor. So they do take Lelis down. Gunnar trying to make his own way out. Meanwhile, top lane, Moo's going down on the Enigma, and he will drop as the chase is still ongoing for Gunnar. But the stun will not connect. Gunnar has no remnants. This is a very awkward scenario for him. Chains out. There's no way he can fight back against Albino, can he? He's trying. Sleight of fist again. And there's your remnant. He does get it in time.
Now he gets back, yeah. And he's had that one. He was just waiting for Lycan to move away.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Lycan was in the wolf form waiting for him on the other side. So he had to buy a little bit of time, run away, run around, and then move out. Yeah, they got what they came for, right? Like, they did lose the Disruptor, but they did kill the SF, so... They got the kill that was necessary. Meanwhile, Yamsen, he did complete the Relic. So he's getting closer and closer towards that Radiance.
On the other side of things, though, Kids has got the Greaves up now. Like, in this kind of aura meta, that's a huge timing for Felt. Question is, can they actually make anything happen? Like, you've got Exo on cooldown for 80 seconds, so chances are you won't want to move too much right now as Kids.
By the time you get that Exo, it's going to be minute 15. And the Radiance might be up. Well, probably Radiance won't be up on Night Stalker, but he'll have the nighttime to fight with at least.
That's fair. Thing is as well, Yamsun, like right after the Radiance, looks like he is just going to queue up the shards and take it. And it's going to make the Lycan feel kind of annoyed, considering you look at the Lycan's item build, like it is literally just right into the helm of the Overlord with a Quelling Blade.
You invest so much gold, you get that Helm of the Overlord, and then it just gets eaten.
It's literally directly countered, as long as it's nighttime.
Your whole item build countered by 1500 gold item.
14.
14, yeah.
Albino Zebra is going to drop. Gets a little bit of a D-ward before he does go down at the least. Seems like he's all right with that. Fun fact as well, the Dota Plus odds right now favoring Felt. 70% their way.
They just heard Fear talk on the panel.
That's just how that's how Dota Plus decides. Like, what did Fear say?
Yeah. What does the panel say, you know? Listens, evaluates.
Valve takes it very seriously.
It's an AI model, you know, that we didn't know about.
Of course. Well, 11-7. Very, very slight net worth lead the way it felt. Nothing to write home about. Yamsun, he's got the Radiance on the way. Just needs to combine the old ingredients, and there we go. Radiance up now. Meanwhile, Mu being stalked at the moment by Solji. Wolves blocking his way as well. They can set up perfectly, but no, the Tumbler's Toy gonna allow him to get over that bridge, but no, a nice arrow from Solji, and they'll let the creeps do the job. Outplay to outplay.
Yeah, mid lane though.
Oh, they found kits. Problem is Yamsun, he's lacking the damage. Gunner, he's out of mana right now. He's got some stick charges available. I'm not sure if they're going to be quite enough to actually give him a remnant, but he's fine anyway. He just walks his way up.
That's a extremely hard kill for them to make. Mirana with the haste should get away by Glimpse. Oh.
Yeah, he still runs away though, and Kits will zone out Yamsun.
Yeah, Kinetic Field doesn't form fast enough. Yeah, like DP is just a hard kill for them. She's got Greaves, like you mentioned earlier, level 12. Ton of armor, ton of HP. Oh, arrow.
Nice arrow. Solji threading the needle with this creep wave. Gunner. Oh, he's going to drop.
And
that's a beautiful arrow.
Albino hits him with the no brains afterwards. Yeah, Exorcism.
Love to see it.
Yeah, Exorcism off cooldown. They could use it for Rosh. Just go into the pit with it.
Yeah, why not? Tombstone drop. Units in as well.
There is a blink on Enigma. It's still nighttime, so maybe this will get contested.
They also have the Dark Ascension if they need it.
Yeah, they smoke up. They want to fight this. Oh man, this could be a disaster for Felt.
Oh, they're in. The Eidolon's giving the vision. Roshan, it's going to go down, but hit immune. The fingers are too fast. The SF's got the Aegis. And it seems like they'll back out of there. They do not want any part of this fight any longer. I mean, props to them at the very least. They get away without giving up anything. But they do not get away with the Aegis. Still Yamsun might try to do something a little bit cheeky here with Hidden Immune, but just a casual nuke, nothing too surprising.
Enchantress bought the shard, by the way. Little friends.
Against the Lycan? Yeah. Makes sense. Solji? I mean, I say it makes sense. We don't really get to see it very often, and I thought the counter was just the Night Stalker anyway.
Yeah, it makes sense, but I goddamn hate this shard. Like,
why?
I always think it's like cool when it looks like a perfect game for it, and I buy it, and then it still feels so lackluster. I'd rather have a Dragonlance than it, right, at this point.
I mean, this might cause fights between him and Yamsun. Like, if he uses it and Yamsun just eats the creep anyway, then it's like, oh, yes, what are you doing? That's my creep now.
I mean,
there it is.
I mean, it's still good for your creeps as well, right? So Eidolons are gonna hit a bit faster. So that's the positive side.
Okay, that's fair. We just saw that Helm of the Overlord creep getting eaten, by the way. So an instant plus 250 for the Night Stalker. Basically a Midas for him at the moment, just even better.
Imagine buying Helm of Overlord.
Oh no, Kits. Oh, that was a very long TP, Kits. He's the one dude that does not want to die right now on the side of Felt. He's still going to try and run, but it's not enough.
Yeah, and he didn't really use Siphon. So he didn't use any of the Spirit Siphons, so he couldn't stay alive a little bit longer. That's why it felt like he's that squishy.
Yeah. What was it you were saying, Lizard? I interrupted you.
Can't remember.
She's getting old.
Pretty much, yeah. Was it about, yeah, Helm of Overlord?
Correct.
You invest all this gold just to give Night Stalker a Midas.
I mean, he's the one that made the choice. Obviously just feeling like he can't play without it. To be fair, there isn't many alternatives for Lycan at the moment. Solji. Moonlight Shadow will be popped. They might be able to turn this one. Keep in mind, Black Hole is still up. They never used it for that Roshan fight. So Albino Zebra, he'll be targeted by Yamsum, but that is so much damage. Holy. Hidden Mune just stood his ground as Black Hole was just never used. Our Observer was not very happy about that. And Felt, they're going for a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, maybe if you don't have that Aegis there, Enigma just jumps in and black holes. He doesn't care, right? But because there's an Aegis, like he's reluctant. Your Night Stalker moves in all alone, tries to bait something, and there's no follow-up. Like it looked, like that move of his, it looks really bad, right? Because he's kind of in the center of everything. He's just being wailed by the SF. But usually what's happening there, he is just setting up. If they go on him, then the black hole follow-up will wipe them.
Oh, Felder doing a fantastic job here. BKB now up on Hidden Mune. Tips out.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And Felt, 2k advantage now. They don't look stressed whatsoever. They're doing a fantastic job. Top lane, Nouns. I mean, they'll see Solji, but Kits is right behind him. It's not going to be that easy of a kill if they want it.
Oh, they're rotating from behind as well.
Oh, here we go. Husky, did he get spotted? I think he did, but they don't have the cancellation. Oh, they did. They had the Yules, they just didn't have the vision. Unfortunate.
Happens to all of us, right?
It does.
Like that self-fuels when you're trying to chase through the fog.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Like one thing is, usually with this Night Stalker, when it's picked in EU, it isn't playing versus these high right damage dealing ranged heroes such as SF.
Yeah.
It's usually picked into something a little bit easier to play against, plus some puck on the mid lane. But like he doesn't really have the best targets to go on until he gets a couple of items. They need some armor for him on their side, some utility in that way, and perhaps some basher so he's able to hit
Felt.
the very big SF.
Tier 2 top tower now under siege. Now still going to group up from behind with the smoke up. They'll get the chains off. Hidden Mune, he's got 10 seconds on that Aegis. Not much time left. They're trying to time it well, I think, here for Nouns. They'll find a courier for their trouble, but Felt, they're setting up for a fight. They want it seems.
They want it. Definitely. Aegis is reclaimed. SF, though, he doesn't want it. TTP's out.
Yamsun. Double damage is up, but they are still around on Felt.
Arrow.
Is not going to connect onto the Night Stalker. Still, they are slowly making their way over to that Radiant Triangle. But no, they do back off in the end. They'll play it safe here on the side of Felt. I mean, they are the team that are ahead right now, so just no need to throw the game back the other way. No need to take risks at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. You know that you are playing into the black hole at the moment, so it's difficult to fight. Any glimpsers? Nope. Just a very short one.
Gunnar down a bot lane by himself, but there's only Hidden Mune around at the moment. I believe Hidden Mune going for a butterfly on the SF as well.
Yeah, he completed the BKB, by the way.
Yeah.
So, that BKB is done with the Mask of Madness and Dragonlance. He's ready to fight. They're all ready to fight on the side of Felt. They just have to find a way to poke and prod this Enigma. Make Mu waste his ulti. And there is a way. Like, usually the way would be, as Lycan, you pop your ulti and you just send all your creeps at him. That's it. Like, you make his life miserable. Even if the wolves are hitting him, he can't really blink in. He can't use the black hole. So you can fight elsewhere on the map.
I really want to see these little friends get to work as well. Like
you're not gonna. It doesn't do anything.
I'm an inch player too. I'm aware.
Okay.
I've never bought these shards. Every time I look at it, I'm like, it's not gonna work.
I have to say, I did see, like a couple of times when I used it, like an Enigma almost kills himself.
Right.
Like almost it happens. It's never quite enough, but if there's a lot of creeps and they're getting attack speed, sure, it can damage you.
Well, I suppose, to be absolutely fair to Valve, they probably don't want to make like a shard be like a Winter Wyvern ulti, That'd be kind of ridiculous. Though, it'd be kind of fun to watch, I'm not going to lie.
Or a shard that's basically a Midas, right?
Right. I mean...
That allows you to eat Ancients.
That would never happen.
Yeah, that would definitely never happen. You don't want that in the game.
The prize is mine.
Midline Shadow again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Phil, they'll take the outpost to the Radiant side. T2 tower is under siege. The Dark Troll Summoner, one of my favorites.
Yeah, all these skellies.
Oh, remember when they first made the changes? And it was like infinite skellies?
Three every time, right?
That was so much fun.
3 infinite skellies.
And then they'd rally as well, so you'd give them more bonus damage. It was amazing. They're still kind of busted. Like, if they're allowed to do this,
Are fortified.
they do force out a glyph with it. Still felt they are grouping up mid lane. Lelis.
Glimpse. Yeah, the skellies were always spooky as hell, man. Like, because they have such a high attack speed, and it's kind of like you don't see it because they don't hit when the sword falls. They hit as the sword is going up or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Is under attack.
That's what it is, kids. Exo's going to be popped. They'll go after this tier 3 tower. Not going to be the easiest defense, but Moo's in. He found the 2 primary targets. They stood right next to each other. Hidden Mute. He's going to try and man up. Yamsun, he's forced to back out of there. The Satanic's too much, but Gunner, he'll man up instead. He's the Giga Chat of the team. He'll move right in onto the SF. All right.
Ember survives.
I know you said it's a free Enigma game. I didn't realize it was that free.
I mean, it shouldn't be that free. You're not supposed to be hugging one another. Where's an Enigma when you have absolutely no ways of dealing with the black hole? Like, okay, if you're baiting something out and you have a silencer with global silence, sure, like that's how you stand.
Wait. It was that Little Friends? Did they pop Little Friends? I know, PTP wasn't Little Friends. It was Little Friends. Oh, I missed it. I didn't get to see it. Is there a replay? Here we go.
Just for you.
I need to see it. I never get to see this item
Just
used.
for you to see the little friends, that's all. Because Lycan didn't do a lot, right?
Well, there's the black hole. When's Little Friends used? I'm waiting.
I guess after the black hole right now. Let's see. Oh, there.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Albino Zebra's getting attacked. Well, that's fun.
It's something.
I just wish there was more of an animation to make it like really obvious. I guess,
They should have little uwu faces above them.
Little uwu faces. Oh, that'd be amazing. Thank you, PTP.
Goddamn weeps.
You're such an old man.
I'm not.
Roshan's
Maybe a little bit.
Roshan's gonna be targeted.
Straight into the pit. They're still strong, and if there's no black hole, I think this is the right decision to take. And there is no black hole, right? It was just used. Mo even forced to BKB, damn.
Yeah, Roshan's going down real quick here, Felt. Should be able to get away with another. Gunner is in an invis room. Maybe he can make some magic happen, but no, it's too late. Aegis will go the way of Hidden Mute. And now Gunner, well, he's got 3 remnants available, plus a BKB and a TB. So he should be just fine, but a nice Yule's arrow. No, BKB's there in time. They'll keep chasing. They'll make life a little bit more challenging for Gunnar, but he'll get the TP away.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Basically, I think what Felt did was really damn nice. They understood, okay, we lost that bottom fight, but we lost it with the black hole used. So if the black hole is used, what's stopping us from taking a big objective such as Rosh? Absolutely nothing. They go straight into the pit. They get it kind of for free. And they force a couple of BKBs away from nouns, so nicely done.
Nouns grouping up. Ascension has been popped. Immediately onto albino Zebra goes Yamsun. Trying to burst down the Undying before the Tombstone can come out, and he does. In fact, Kit's now in massive trouble. And this is the team holding the Aegis right now, but they get caught with their pants down in the mid-river.
I'm not sure what the plan was. He just pops Exo and look at Fade now.
Yeah, Fade. Nice little Wild Wing Ripper push away, but it's not going to make the difference. He will drop Husky with a double kill.
They kind of did exactly the same thing that Nouns got punished for.
I'm with you. Like, you get the Aegis up, you think they'd group up, right?
I mean, you couldn't group up. There was no Lycan ulti. Like, you needed to chill out for a little bit. And if you grouped up, you have to understand that you're playing again into the black hole, so it's kind of hard. Like, the best thing that Felt could have done is possibly just move back and find a fight somewhere else once the Lycan ulti is up.
Well, Nouns fighting back. Felt, I mean, it felt like 5 minutes ago it was their game to lose, but suddenly it feels like a much more even affair between these two teams.
And look at this now, like, you're all up on Felt, right? But now you don't have Exorcism because you just popped it on that mid lane. So, the game is still in, just for the creeps.
Okay.
That mid lane Static Storm, that's what you're wooing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, 3k advantage now for Nouns. Skull Basher up, of course, on Yamsun. So now he's got a bit more lockdown here for the side of Felders. Kits, gonna see him, but it's just clearing the creep wave casually. No glimpse back here for the Death Prophet.
Yeah, I feel like this is exactly the item build that Yamsun needed. Maybe an AC before Basher, maybe a Basher before AC, not sure. Because you need a lot of armor into the SF Lycan, like they hurt quite a bit. This is like one place where I feel Felt might not be too comfortable pushing it. Because it's a ramp again, and you're versus an Enigma, like he'll find these angles.
Chains down. Again, the Aegis is up on Hidden Mune. They'd love to take it away right now if they could, but
Without using a black hole, obviously.
naturally.
Right? Yeah.
It's like a side of Felt they are going to back off. There's still a minute and 45 on this Aegis. See if they find another opportunity, but it's that fear of God with the black hole, right? Like you just...
Pretty much fear of God, yeah.
There's no counters. Like you've got a Yule Scepter, but with the BKB up on this Enigma, you have quite literally nothing in the way of cancelling it.
Yeah, but you can also just use this Aegis, farm up a little bit, choke out the map, close it, wait for, look, Mirana is buying Wind Waker. Like, that's pretty nice. Like, you can save a target out of it.
That's fair.
Instead. Maybe you can get an Abyssal eventually on someone. But right now, I think you don't have to force it. If forcing means death, and it certainly does, just delay the game a little bit, find the fight somewhere else. By the way, Undying with 4 smokes on him.
Oh,
Just chilling.
Refresher Orb incoming on Mu. What happens if you miss one black hole? Simply pop the second one.
Just use it again, lol.
XD. Almost has it too. You look so upset, Lizard. What is it? Have you seen something that's upset you?
Yeah, my game crashed.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize. You look so disappointed. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, usually I'm disappointed when the game crashes.
Shiva's guard now up on Gunnar.
It's under attack.
Mid T3 going to be under siege. They even dropped the Tombstone preemptively. Keep in mind, there's only 10 seconds for this Aegis to expire now, so Hidden Mune does have to be somewhat cautious. Does have the full butterfly up now, so very hard to take down.
He's big, but if the black hole connects, the items he's got don't really matter.
What are these lines that I'm seeing?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
These dark lines, what are they?
they're very dark lines.
They are very dark
Yeah,
lines.
yeah.
What is that?
I can't really tell you when it comes to this. This is more of a different analyst type that can
Right.
explain it.
Yeah, you can't explain the coding behind the game.
Exactly.
Well, we'll have to do a bit of a performance review on you, I think, Lizard. You have to up your skills a little bit. Felt?
I'll diversify.
Thank you.
definitely.
Well, nice little glimpse back on Albino. Obviously, you just pop the Dark Ascension, make sure you secure at least
He's
something.
just standing there. Yeah.
Well, what's he gonna do?
He didn't move for a second. He didn't even try popping Ghost Scepter or anything. Mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Arrow. Gonna connect. Easy dodge there for Gunner.
Felt is just dodging these fights so hard. As long as they don't see Moo, they don't really want to get even close to a team fight. And I think that's fair, understandable. Like, at this point, if you're Felt, I feel like the only thing you're waiting for is for Moo to make a mistake. That's it. Like, you can't even do the good old let's fight against the black hole and then buyback play, because there's a refresher.
It's tough. It's a very, very tough game now for Felt. Like every time you want to go high ground, you're just like, yeah, but there's this big problem on the high ground at the moment, and his name is Enigma.
His name is Black Hole, I would say. The rest of the skill set is like, man, whatever. But
They do smoke up. Heading towards the top lane. Oh, Yamsun's a nice one. He's got BKB TP. So he should be alright, because there's no Basher available, I don't think, on the side of Felt.
I mean, the two of them aren't going to do a lot to a Night Stalker.
I won't
Will
even
they?
pop the BKB.
Yeah. Just doing south. He's completely fine. Getting closer towards that AC on the Night Stalker.
I'll take the outpost back. Felt. They have a very, very slight net worth lead. Very even game here between these two teams, 35 minutes in. Dota Plus is literally sitting at 50-50 right now. You could flip a coin and choose the winner.
50-50.
Well, it's
Let's see.
51-49 now.
Let's see with the smoke. Will anything change? They are... Oh, look at the drawing on the map. Like, Hittinmune is on point with his movement so far this match.
Absolutely. Sight device also available now on their Lycan, so a lot more lockdown, especially against December. A nice way to cancel Black Hole if he doesn't pop BKB as well.
Oh, they
Oh,
see.
that's a big one. Hit immune. Gonna be spotted. Yamson gonna move in. Not too much damage, but now with the glimpse back of the Static Storm, they'll lock him down. Still, he pops the BKB, but now the Black Hole. Moo's just gonna lock him down on his own. The Wind Waker, it's gonna buy some time.
No mana.
He'll refresh, but Moo's got no mana. Oh, boy.
He messed up.
He did mess up, Felt. They can move in. Lelis will go down with him.
That's all they needed. They needed a mistake from Moo. At least they do have a black hole still on the Radiant side. So once he respawns in like 45 seconds, he might use it. But by that time, you might lose a side. Let's see. There's a double damage.
He was lacking 17 mana.
17. I saw. Yeah, he didn't do the maths.
Unlucky.
Yeah, quick maths. Not done.
NA maths.
Straight into the pit though.
I mean, why not? This is the third Roshan of the game. Feld have gotten away with literally every Roshan this game, and they'll try a third time.
Yeah, with this double damage, you cannot contest this. It falls under 10 seconds.
Refresher Shard now available. That means Kits will have his double exorcism now.
You know why he didn't have mana, literally? What change did it? It was the BKB mana cost.
Oh, no.
Like 50 mana on that BKB. If he didn't need that, like back in the good old days, he'd be completely fine with just the arcane boots, but...
Oh, well, you know, just a couple in, you'll be right. Just get a level or two, skill up some stats. Here we go, onto the Lycan they are. Root is there, but he'll pop the Wolf form. In fact, now with the Yules up and Hittinmune with the Requiem, Yamsun. He's running the right way at the very least. He can pop his BKB if he wants. He'll heal up by eating the creep, and he is making it out for now. Hittinmune still sticking around, but Yamsun just kind of messing with him as the little friends. He's going to attack hit immune, but literally does 0 damage.
If you do fight now, as nouns, you're planning to fight into Aegis and Cheese, so it's an uphill battle. But they do have the actual literal high ground. Let's see, SF moving in.
Well, they know he's there. There's a sentry ward scouting him out. Chains, Malefice, everything locking down the SF for now.
Gunnar used as ulti.
Another minus usage here by a Night Stalker, of course.
Yep, with that creep eaten, with that dragon eaten, he should have an AC completed. It's flying out to him, so at least that's nice for the next high ground push.
Are scanning.
But it's looking rough, like there is no reason for the SF not to just completely bait out the black hole now.
Hit immune. That's a lot of damage being dealt.
Oh,
He does have the
going
Aegis.
ham. Holy
Oh,
shit.
Husky. Husky.
And now you can black hole.
Oh, he's got the Hurricane Pike. That's why Moo's gonna jump in. Black Hole is there. Wind Waker will save from Solji. Do they have a second? Not quite. Hit immune is okay. Solji saves the day. Kits in the meantime. BKB about to wear off. He's gonna get glimpsed back into the side of Nouns. And it seems like they might at least have him, but he does have a secondary Exo. Problem is he's lacking mana now.
He's got cheese, right? On that Prophet, so if he wants to, he can fight.
Oh, Yamson. He's all right. He'll cop a couple raises now. Moves. Black
Another one.
Hole again. He'll refresh, but the Wind Waker. Solji will not allow it. Solji will save again. Moves down. And now without the Enigma, without the Black Hole, surely they can go high ground.
They should be able to. There's no BKB on SF. Exorcism halfway through, so this should be the first set of Raxes, but let's see, maybe Nouns can defend.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Very, very tough defense to make. I mean, you saw how hard Husky hits, but he's got to be able to stand there and actually hit people. Hit immune, he'll find the melee barracks, should be able to find the range, no problems either. There you go. That'll be enough for Feld, it seems.
They have to be careful how they go back. Glimpses.
Is there, Fade, does get caught. Yamson looking to try and move in, but gets hexed immediately.
Wind Waker.
Again, coming out from Solji, really doing so much work as they landed an arrow. Yamson's down. No buyback available for him. It's all up to Gunnar now. He'll try his best on the Ember. Right back into the loving arms of Hit Immune, though. He's also going to drop. No buyback available.
What was supposed to be only one side, because of that glimpse, might become a game even.
All right, Husky, this is your moment. We saw Whitemon last game. It's your turn to be the carry, sir. Let's see what he can do.
Radiant's middle barracks.
I mean, they're just taking the mid-racks in the meantime.
Yeah, SF's just going ham.
Husky's still trying to just find Albino Zebra, but he's going to drop to the Soul Rip. There goes Lelis. And it seems like Philip, they may have done it here for game number 1 of this best of 3. Like, there's still no buybacks. It's just such a hard defense.
30 minutes without the Ember, 20 minutes without the Night Stalker.
Radiant's
Only a
top
question
tower
of,
is
does
under
Felt
attack.
want to go for this? I think they do.
Is under attack.
I mean, absolutely. Like, this is your best shot. Even without the Aegis up, there's
Radiant's top
2
barracks
calls
is under
down.
attack. Top barracks.
Moose still does not have a black hole.
Radiant's top
And there you go.
Yeah, mega creeps.
now have mega creeps.
I guess if you're Nouns, you don't necessarily have to think this game is over. Like, you can continue playing. You still have the black hole, right? The double black holes. Your heroes, when it comes to defending the high ground, aren't that terrible. Like, you have the Ember, you have the Night Stalker with Radiance. So you can hold uphill. Even versus the Megas, that is. It's definitely hard, but it's not the worst lineup to defend against Megas.
21 to 17, but a 19k advantage. Mega creeps up for the side of Felt. Blink Dagger being built up here on Hidden Mute. Wanting that Arcane Blink initiation with the Requiem, always nice as the SF.
And damn, look at them smoking up. They pushed out just a tiny little bit.
Is this the kamikaze smoke?
It's the desperate smoke, definitely. Ember gets broken instantly.
Here we go. Hit immune, immediately targeted. Yamson, though, immediately feared. They've hexed him up. They've got the Night Stalker. He still gets out. Black Hole is there. Moo, he's got the SF. Gunner, he'll try to get the damage in. The Wind Waker, it was not there in time. But where's your secondary Black Hole?
No mana
Moo,
again.
he needs to back off. He's got no mana. Gunner's been left alone. He'll try to Remnant away. Chains out. Back on a Solji. They'll find the Mirana, but they've lost the Ember. Oh, it's not a good fight at all for Nouns. The mana issues. Don't know he's hit again. He gets a 3-man Black Hole. Can he get it done though? Yamson's trying, but the Satanic. Oh, it's too much. GG is
GG is
cold.
cold. Okay.
Wow, wow, wow. Felt have shown up today. And you know what, listen, this is why you don't build Enchantress shards. I told you this, these little friends, they aren't really your friends, right? I mean, it's not Husky's fault. Obviously, I'm having a bit of a meme here.
Of course, of course.